Do I have an Xbox? Do I have a PC? Do I have a Switch? Do I have a cell phone? Do I have a PlayStation 5? Welcome to the console war. I am Muten Gaming, and we're here to listen to me speak about why Xbox cannot even compete anymore, doesn't want to. Literally, J. Cole their way out of the console war. Didn't want no motherfucking smoke. Right now, you have this conversation about whether or not you should own XYZ console or platform. Right? So, if you ask me for advice, this is all anybody needs. You just need a PlayStation. You just need a PlayStation at this point in time. Unless you want to play some Nintendo games that have been out for maybe 10 years. You know what I mean? Maybe if you want to play fucking Zelda. If you want to play Zelda, you know what you got to do if you want to play Zelda. If you want to play fucking Mario, you know what you got to do. If you want to play Mario, you know what you got to do. You got to buy a fucking Nintendo. And I say that to say Nintendo doesn't have to compete on a hardware front and make this really powerful system, because guess what? Their franchises sell themselves. They don't even need to be in 4K or 1080p. They don't need to run at 30 frames, 60 frames. Man, we don't even run at 30 frames, bro. And they still make masterpieces, because this shit is an art, man. This shit is a motherfucking art. And PlayStation kind of is one of the only companies, not only companies, I'm going to say platforms. They're the only platform that rewards their developers for being artistic. And their consumers want the bar raised when it comes to how the best game of all time, or the best all-around game. I think the bar right now for a very long time was Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, Elden Ring was good. There were some good games since then, right? But it's like, if you're not even trying to have a quality level of Red Dead Redemption 2, then you're not even hitting the bar. So for me, a lot of these games, I'm like, you know, this is crazy, because Red Dead Redemption 2 reemerged. And it's crazy how there hasn't been a game that good since then. I think that game came out in 2014 or 2015? Man, that's 10 years ago, bruh. In the last 10 years, no game has even come close to the quality of, and all around voice acting, graphics, world building, setting, authenticity, the amount of depth and quality in the little things. You know, your hat falling off, the physics, all of that bundled up in one game that wasn't $70 is still the bar, right? And we, as, you know, true gamers, you know what I'm saying? I'm a true gamer. We want developers to challenge themselves to create new gameplay mechanics and present their vision in a way that isn't formulaic and isn't cookie cutter bullshit, bro. I like what PlayStation's doing. That's why, like, I would have an Xbox if Microsoft bought the Witcher series, if they made it exclusive. I would never forget it. I remember watching The Witcher 3 be revealed, hoping that it'd be on PlayStation. I was like, yo, I hope this joint on PlayStation, because if it's not, I'm going to buy Xbox. That was one of the hardest reveals of a game, because remember, Witcher 1 and 2 is not on it's not on PlayStation. It's not on PlayStation. It might be on fucking Switch, to be real, but it's not on PlayStation. It's on Steam. It's not on PlayStation. But Witcher 3 is. So who gives a fuck? And that was it. That was the last. That was like a huge sign that Microsoft is. They don't give a fuck. And then then you go into the Xbox One generation, and they're talking about watching TV and shit like that. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to buy Xbox One, and I feel bad. I feel bad that there isn't a competitor to push PlayStation to make dope video games. Now, people like to say that the best platform is PC, right? Because the PC can do a lot of stuff. The problem with PC is that it's very expensive. Most people who play video games, they're not going to spend $1,200 on a PC. They're not going to spend $900 on a PC. You see, like, come on, man, a $900 PC? What is that? What the fuck is a $900 PC? What? That's a calculator? What game can you play on a $900 PC, bro? And at what quality? So, and then look at the Helldivers 2 situation. See, this is the side I'm on, right? Helldivers 2, one of the hottest fucking games this year. People wanted to be game of the year. And I'm just like, okay. But we know money is money. Money is the root of all evil, everybody. And money is what holds back art, right? Could we make a game better than GTA and all this other stuff? Of course. But the people are scared because of the money. I mean, they just want to make that ROI, baby, that ROI. They want that ROI, dog. And they don't care about the art. And some games end up hitting this sweet spot of money and art. Elden Ring's one, but it took a long time to get to Elden Ring. Anyways, the Helldivers 2 situation. This is why you need to buy a PlayStation. Okay? They made a game that you wanted. Right? And they put it on PC because they're smart. And they want those players to have PlayStation accounts. And the players don't want PlayStation accounts. So they're like, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, yo. If Steam, the only people who were mad was the PC players. Niggas that had PlayStations, playing it on PlayStation, it didn't even affect them. So they don't give a fuck. The people who saw that they needed to make a PlayStation account and they could do it in their country, they just did it. Because Helldivers 2 is good. You can't play that on Xbox. And it's cheaper to just make the account than to buy a PlayStation. Right? Or to buy it for a PlayStation. I mean, I don't know why you would have a PlayStation and not have a PlayStation account. That's kind of crazy, but Sony ain't doing nothing different than Blizzard, Activision, Microsoft, Square Enix, Rockstar, all these companies ask you to you want to do this XYZ. You have to make it. You have to make an account. Everybody is really kind of reacting because they bought the game and they didn't have to do that at first, right? Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Don't matter. I say all that to say, what do you think is going to happen in Helldivers 3? They're going to say you want to play it, you need a PlayStation account. I guarantee you Helldivers 3 could come out in like a year and a half just to do that. They probably might say, hey, look, here's a bunch of money. This shit is jugging. You know, we want to go right into Helldivers 3, dog. We want them to buy the shit again. And there's a lot of ways they could have. I don't know why they didn't just give people skins to do it. Like, hey, you know, we know it sucks. And it's stupid because they didn't think about all the countries that, you know, you can't even fucking you can't do it without the consoles in a lot of countries. They didn't think about that. So they fucked up because they were thinking about money. So if you have a PC with no PlayStation and you see this shit, you might as well realize, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to play the next dope ass Sony exclusive on a PC the way I want to. Because Sony is going to make their own storefront on PC. They are. And then guess what? They don't like how Steam gave all these motherfuckers refunds. They don't like that. They don't like that because they want to be in control of their product and the people that they farming. And Steam understands. They're like, oh, so y'all trying to use our platform to get a shit ton of people signed up to this motherfucking Sony PlayStation Network shit. All right, we'll just refund everybody. Y'all don't want the game? Fuck it. So they went back, retracted their statement, which was smart. But you see how Xbox is not even a part of that conversation? See, if somehow Sony put it on Xbox too and you had to make a account and they were all mad, and Microsoft was, that'll be big ups to Microsoft, but it ain't even like that. These niggas is over here making bullshit ass games. I don't even know, like, what I don't even know Power, man. Come on, dog. Power was dope, but Power is going to be on PlayStation. Avowed is going to be on PlayStation. And all the fans are taking credit for games that have nothing to do with them, bro. Starfield, there is a PlayStation version of Starfield already ready, and it runs really good. It's 60. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it runs better than the Xbox version. Come on now. Todd Howard actually said it's not fair that all the other games companies get to put their games on PlayStation and we can't, because Microsoft knew that they needed some unique blockbuster game like Starfield as an exclusive. And we're going to get Gears. I never played any Gears of War games. I didn't play any of that shit. And I will when it comes to PlayStation, because that's what I have. PC, look at all these PC releases. They release and they don't work properly unless the game was released on PlayStation or something, and then a year or two later they release it on PC. Helldivers, I don't even remember if Helldivers was running fine. It probably wasn't on PC, because PC is there's too many graphic cards, there's too many different processors, there's too many different variations of PCs out there that you have to accommodate your game for, like, all of them. And the newest chips got the newest motherfucking requirements that you may want to wait until they patch the fucking game. But if you have a PlayStation, that's where they make their best version, because that's where the biggest audience is. And that's what I love about PlayStation and Nintendo and PC, but mostly PlayStation, because I love Japanese RPGs, and that's where they are now. That's where they are. And Dragon Quest 11 and 12 were dope. And they first came out on PlayStation. They were re-released on other consoles years later. The fan base plays a variety of video games. Xbox niggas, they don't give y'all shit because all y'all play is fucking Halo. If you ain't playing Halo, you playing some other dumbass shooter. And y'all play one game. And you get Game Pass. And you play stupid games on Game Pass when you get so fucking burnt out on Call of Duty and shit like that, bro. Me, I need a variety of games at a high quality. And there's nothing on Xbox that I need. Alan Wake 2 should be an Xbox exclusive. Quantum Break is. They integrated Xbox into their setting if you play the game, but y'all didn't play the game because it didn't have an online mode. And look, who got the best online game? Sony does. And people are literally crying on the internet because they weren't going to be able to play it because they don't live in one of the countries where you can play it without a PlayStation. That's Helldivers 2. They were crying because they weren't going to be, they were probably PC fanatics, and they didn't want to be part of the PlayStation ecosystem, but you are. You playing Helldivers. You think you're going to get Helldivers 3 the same? They're not going to make this mistake again. Everybody that want to play Helldivers 3 is going to have a Sony account. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And the core Sony people who go out and buy PlayStations don't care. Because we're going to get our exclusives. Now, if they put Uncharted on Xbox, do I care? Not really. Don't care. But see, because the game is old, you're not going to get Uncharted 5 the day and date on any other console, because they want you to buy the console. So just buy the console. And PCs aren't overrated, but there's an argument against buying one. I have a PC? People have PCs because they've been playing games for over 15 years, right? That's why most people who play have PCs. Now, I don't know, maybe there's some young people who grew up rich and they grew up with a PC. I don't know about y'all, man, but I had to get to this spot. And, coming up with $530 is easier than coming up with $1,200 for, honestly, bare minimum performance when it comes to PC. Great performance when it comes to overall gaming, but man, there ain't nothing like a 4090. But the 4090, how much them bitches cost? Them bitches is $1,500 a piece, and they come out almost every year. So you buy one, and immediately it's obsolete. The console war is now 1v20. Kendrick style, nigga. PlayStation is They're not like, bro. They are destroying their competition. Literally, there ain't gonna be no fucking Xbox. And the Switch 2, we gotta. It's who knows what the fuck the Switch 2 is gonna be. If the Switch 2 can't do 4K, can't do 4K. If it can't do 1080p, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I'm gonna still buy it. You know why? Their software. I'm gonna be pissed off. But there's a lot of software I don't buy on like all the like Yoshi and Kirby games. I don't buy them shits no more. This Peach game, I'm not buying that shit. But PlayStation is in the league of the console wars, guys. I am Muten Gaming, and I have spoken.